Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're going to take a closer look at one of these really big online job aggregation platforms. Our mission is to analyze the huge claims it makes and sort of compare that to how the whole thing actually works for you, the user.
And before we get started, just a quick reminder for everyone listening. This is purely educational commentary. We're just looking at the marketing and the business structure here.
Yeah, this is absolutely not professional employment or financial advice. We're just examining what's publicly available.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's jump right in. The platform's biggest selling point is this, just massive scale. They claim to search across 140,000 job sites. That number it's huge.
It is. And it's
Yeah.
meant to sound like the ultimate convenience, everything in one single search.
But what does that actually mean, 140,000 sources? How does that work?
Well, that's the key. The platform is what you'd call a job aggregator. It doesn't host the jobs itself.
So it's like a search engine for other job sites.
Pretty much. Think of it like a giant vacuum cleaner. It uses web scraping to just pull in listings from all over the place. We're talking Indeed, LinkedIn, company career pages, you name it.
Wait a minute. So if the whole model is just about maximizing that volume,
Yeah.
getting that big number, doesn't that create a problem with quality? How do you check everything?
You've hit on the central conflict. You can't. Not really. The whole model is built on being free for job seekers, but they charge employers for sponsored posts.
Oh, yeah.
So to justify those fees to employers, they have to demonstrate this massive reach. And that means more is always better. The problem is when you just dump everything into one bucket, you get a lot of, irrelevant stuff.
Right, like jobs that are already filled or posts that are for a city hundreds of miles away.
Exactly. The filtering becomes a huge challenge.
And this seems to directly affect the user experience too. I think we've all seen this. You click a job listing you're interested in, and suddenly you're on a completely different website.
Mhm. You are immediately redirected. You never apply on the aggregator itself. It's just an intermediary. It points you to Indeed or Total Jobs or some recruitment agency's site.
So even if you don't have an account, people have reported getting unsolicited emails. How does that happen?
That's where their privacy policy comes in. It allows for sharing your data with advertising partners. We're talking about platforms like Meta and Google Ads for ad targeting.
So my search itself is the data point they're capturing.
In a way, yes. Your search is tracked. That becomes what's known as a lead. And that lead data can then be transferred to email marketing platforms. So even if you got redirected and never finished applying, your initial search intent has been captured and potentially monetized.
Okay, that brings me back to the verification issue. They claim they verify employers.
Mm.
But if they're scraping posts in real time from 140,000 different places, that seems structurally impossible to do manually.
It's extremely challenging, to say the least. And that's where real risk can creep in for job seekers. Despite the claims, that high-volume model means users have reported coming across posts that ask for fees or for way too much personal information.
The classic red
It's
flags.
the classic red flags.
So when you put it all together, what does it really mean for the person just trying to find a job? If the end of the road is just a link to a big site like Indeed or LinkedIn anyway.
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? If you end up on a well-vetted platform to complete your application, what value did that first step the aggregator really provide?
It sounds like it just added an extra layer.
You could see it that way. The cost of that claimed convenience seems to be more data exposure and a higher chance of sifting through irrelevant or even risky listings.
So here's a final thought for you to take away. If this intermediary step introduces these challenges while just linking out to the platforms you already know and trust, how much more efficient and maybe safer would it be to just start your search there in the first place? Something to think about next time you see that staggering 140,000 number.